Good evening, everyone, from Allegiance Field at Oakland Park here in Missoula, Montana, on this warm 69-degree Friday evening. We are all set for Game 4 of this six-game series between your defending Pioneer League champion Oakland Ballers and the Missoula Paddleheads. Oakland leads this series 2-1 and could ensure at the very least a series split with a win tonight. We welcome you here to Missoula. My name is Gareth Kwok. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Ballers pregame show. Well, Oakland yesterday flexed its muscle. Oakland blasted 5 home runs to win its second straight over Missoula, including a 2-homer game from Davis Druick. Oakland winning 12-7 last night. Oakland used a pair of home runs in the first to jump out to a 4-0 lead. Tremaine Cobb led off the game with a 446-foot home run, and then 4 batters later, Noah Blythe teed off for an opposite field 3-run shot. But Missoula answered with 4 runs in the bottom of the first. The starting left-hander Joel Tornero struggled with command after he was activated off the injured list. Recorded only 2 outs on the night and gave up 4 runs on 1 hit and 6 walks. But the offense kept on chipping away for Oakland. A couple of RBI doubles from Jaden Kalura and Jeter Ibarra in the third. Before then, the Ballers bombarded the Paddleheads in the 6th and 8th innings. Cam Buford, a 3-run shot to right center that traveled 421 feet. And then Druick with the first of his 2 home runs to left to put Oakland ahead by 5. Druick launched his second homer of the game in the 8th, and my goodness, it was an absolute missile to right center. A 2-run tank that traveled 456 feet, and it marked the 3rd time that Druick has hit 2 homers in a game in his professional career. He actually had 2 multi-homer games last season for the Ballers. Yesterday was his first of this season. Despite the short start from Tornero, the bullpen contained this high-octane Missoula offense the rest of the way to just 3 runs. After the first, Derek Murphy collected his first professional win with 2 2/3 innings of relief. Michael Riley threw 3 in the 3rd innings of 2-run ball, and Matthew Maloney and Braden Nelson combined for 2 in the 3rd scoreless as the Ballers picked up their 9th win of the regular season. So it's Game 4 tonight, Ballers and Paddleheads, and when we return here on the Ballers pregame show, we'll take a look at our 2 pitchers brewing pitching matchup and our Caltrans keys to the game when we come back here on the Ballers pregame show. Welcome back to the Ballers pregame show. It's Oakland and Missoula, live from Missoula. Game 4 of this 6-game series, just a couple moments away. It's time now for our 2 pitchers brewing pitching matchup. Tonight for Oakland, they'll turn to the former University of San Francisco Dawn, Aiden Rissy. Rissy will make his 5th start of the season. So far, his numbers a 4.95 ERA in 20 innings. He has struck out 13, walked 10, and he will face the left-hander Jaron Jackson for the Paddleheads. Jackson faced the Ballers in the second game of the regular season back at Ramondi Park. And Jackson's numbers thus far as he makes his 5th start, an 0-2 record, a 9.19 ERA in 15 and 2/3 innings, 12 strikeouts, and 11 walks. It's Jackson, the former New Mexico Lobo, against Rissy, the former University of San Francisco Dawn, for your two pitchers brewing pitching matchup. Let's take a look at our Caltrans keys to the game for today. And I think for Aiden Rissy tonight, keeping the ball down will be crucial for him if he wants to provide a quality start against this Paddleheads offense that has had a couple of injuries, a couple of guys that were knocked out in the middle of the game due to separate injuries, but they are back, and so they have their usual high-powered lineup. And for Rissy, if he can use that sinker to bury it in on the hands of right-handed bats and just keep the ball down. Oakland's defense helped out last night with 3 double plays, which was certainly a key to this key to success in the win yesterday. So keep the ball down for Rissy. As far as the bats, lift the ball up into the air. Good things have happened for the Ballers when they have hit the ball into the air. Plenty of home runs have been hit throughout this series. The first 6 games of this road trip, there were only 3 home runs hit between the games in Glacier and at Great Falls. And so far here on the road in Missoula, I believe we've had 10 home runs hit in 3 games. So the elevation at 3,500 feet, the short dimensions are going to play in Oakland's favor. The Ballers second in the league in home runs, and if they can continue to elevate the baseball and lift it over the wall, they should find a 3rd consecutive victory. When we return here on the Ballers pregame show, it's our Rubenstein starting lineups, national anthem, and then first pitch. Ballers and Paddleheads are coming up next here on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to Allegiance Field at Oakland Park. The Paddleheads have taken the field, and it is time for our national anthem, live from Missoula.
With our national anthem, performed tonight by Lily Norton, who was diagnosed with leukemia at 13 months old, and tonight she has been cancer-free for 12 years. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
The stripes and bright star through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we fly, where so gallantly streaming, and our hands we fight, no one's mercy.
Live from Missoula here at Allegiance Field at Oakland Park. It is time for Oakland Ballers baseball on this Friday night from the Treasure State. Gareth Kwok with you. Thanks for tuning in on this partly cloudy, windy Friday night. The Ballers are looking to take a 3-1 series lead and ensure at least a split with a win today. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Oakland. It's presented by Rubenstein. Jermaine Cobb, the shortstop, leads off. Isai Santos, the right fielder, at second. Jake Allgaier, the third baseman, bats third. Noah Blythe, the left fielder, hits fourth. Jaden Kalora, the designated hitter, hits fifth. Cam Buford, the first baseman, bats sixth. Nick Leahy, the second baseman, bats seventh. Nick Boss, the catcher, hits eighth. And batting ninth is TJ McKenzie, the center fielder. Once again, that's Cobb, Santos, Allgaier, Blythe, Kalora, Buford, Leahy, Boss, and McKenzie. Here's the defense for Missoula today. In the outfield from left to right, C.J. Dean in left, Mike Kazuski in center, Enzo Apodaca in right. On the infield, Xavier Casarilla at third base, Jeremy Piankovich at short, Will Bermudez at second, Tyler Stone at first, and behind the plate doing the catching is Joskar Feliciano. For tonight's starting lefty for the Paddleheads. And as you can hear through the crowd mic, it is very windy. The wind just picked up all of a sudden in just the last few minutes. It's the 25-year-old Jaron Jackson. He stands at 6'3", 225 pounds. Played collegiately at the University of New Mexico. And Tremaine Cobb, the right-handed bat, stands in against the Southpaw Jackson, who is facing the Ballers for a second time this season. First pitch is fouled off down the first base line for strike one. And we get things going at 6:36 p.m. local time here in Missoula. The 0-1 to Cobb is a fastball at the knees for a called strike. It's 0-2. Jackson, an Albuquerque, New Mexico native, winds and fires. And Cobb, it's a sharp ground ball up the middle, and it's in the center for a base hit. Tremaine Cobb led off the game yesterday with a 446-foot homer to straightaway center off Brendan Beard. He leads off today with a single as Isai Santos digs in. Left on left. Here's the first pitch on the way from Jackson. Santos shows bunt, and he takes a breaking ball on the outside for a strike, going one. Our game time temperature for today, right now it is 68 degrees. The 0-1. Santos takes a fastball low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. It was very warm for most of the day. The temperature reaching a high of 74, and the sun was out. It was just gorgeous. 1-1. Breaking ball low and away, 2 balls and a strike. But now it has cooled down, and the wind has significantly picked up. Wind gusts of up to 21 miles an hour. And that's why it feels much cooler. 2 balls and a strike, and now they throw over to first. They got Cobb hung up. Here's a throw to second base. Cobb head first slide. He is out as Jackson picks him off at first base. And then Stone threw to the shortstop, Yankovic, to apply the tag. That is the first time Tremaine Cobb has been caught stealing this season. Try to time up the lefty. Base is empty, 1 out, 2 balls and a strike on Santos, who throws. And it's a breaking ball on the inside for a strike, 2-2. I mean, just 10 minutes ago, just before the national anthem, everyone was in their short sleeves and in their shorts, enjoying the warm weather. And now they've had to break out their jackets and their coats and their windbreakers as the weather has just significantly changed. From the windup, the 2-2. Santos takes a ball in the dirt. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes on the Ballers right fielder for today. He's hitting .276 with 6 home runs and 20 runs batted in. Jackson comes home. 3-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. As Santos goes down on a fastball outside, there's 2 outs for Jake Allgaier. Our umpires for today, behind the play calling balls and strikes, is Matt Beaver. Mike Green is the first base umpire, and Scott Ginger is at third. Allgaier batting from the right side, the switch hitter facing Jackson. The first pitch is a breaking ball taken down the middle for strike 1. The wind is blowing so hard in that it has dislodged one of the banners out in left field. And the umpire, Matt Beaver, the home plate umpire, asks for time and would like that sign out in left to be, I guess, hung back up, although the wind is just making it very difficult for any outfield signage to stay hung up. Right now, the sign is on the warning track. One corner of the sign is touching the warning track. The other 3 corners are attached to the fence, but has been detached because of the fierce wind. A couple members of the Missoula bullpen went down the left field line to take a look, but I don't know if there's much that can be done right now. It is no balls and a strike here on Allgaier. The pitch is grounded softly to short, fielded by the shortstop Yankovic, and his throw to first is in time to end the inning. 1 hit, none left on for Oakland at the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. 0-0 our score, and Aiden Rizzi takes the hill for the Ballers when we return here on Ballers Radio. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Let's take a look at the Missoula starting lineup. It's presented by Rubenstein. Will Bermudez, the switch hitting second baseman, leads off. Nick Klemp, the DH, hits second. Enzo Apodaca, the right fielder, hits third. Xavier Casarilla, the third baseman, bats fourth. Tyler Stone, the first baseman, hits fifth. CJ Dean, the left fielder, hits sixth. Mike Kazuski is in center, batting seventh. Joskar Feliciano, the catcher, hits eighth. And Jeremy Biankovic is the shortstop, batting ninth. That's, again, Bermudez, Klemp, Apodaca, Casarilla, Stone, Dean, Kazuski, Feliciano, with Biankovic at short. Aiden Rissy, the right-hander, takes the mound for Oakland, and his first pitch on the way is a fastball outside for ball one. Rissy, the 24-year-old from La Jolla, California. He is making his fifth start of the season. The pitch, as his hat flies off while delivering the pitch, and he throws a strike on the lower outside corner, 1-1. This is the hardest the wind is blowing, I think, this season between and Ramondi Park or any road ballpark. It is gusting extremely hard. The 1-1 pitch is fouled back into the screen. 1-2 on Bermudez. We are aware that we do not have a video feed right now on our YouTube channel, and we are working to resolve that with our provider at the Home Team Network. 1-2. Bermudez hits a ground ball up the middle, and it's through in the center for a base hit. We appreciate your patience as we try to work with HTN to make sure this game is broadcasted also on YouTube as part of our Friday night specials. Nick Klemp, the batter for Missoula. Klemp hitting .354, 5 home runs, 32 runs batted in. First pitch is a breaking ball grounded foul down the third base line into the Paddleheads dugout for strike one. Klemp 5 for 12 in the series with 2 home runs and 11 batted in. The pitch, watch out. It goes up and in, sails to the backstop. Poss receives the ricochet, but it's not in time. Bermudez advances to second on a wild pitch that was up and in by Klemp's chin. By the way, the Missoula bullpen, and there were some position players that helped take down the sign down the left field line, which is about a 15 by, 15-foot sign that was flapping around after the wind knocked it down. Here's a pop-up foul off to the right, 1-2. No point in trying to reattach the sign because of the wind, and so they just decided to take it down, and hopefully when the weather calms down, they'll be able to reattach it tomorrow. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Klemp with Bermudez at second. A pitch from Rissy is a soft line drive into right center. That drops for a hit. Bermudez touches third. He hustles around and scores. And the Paddleheads, 2 batters in, hold a 1-0 lead. A slider low and away, shin high, and somehow Klemp just dug it out and flared it in the shallow right for a run-scoring single. Here's Enzo Apodaca, left-handed bat. First pitch is a fastball on the outside for a strike, going 1. Klemp's now got 33 runs batted in, and that ties him with his teammate Tyler Stone for the Pioneer League's RBI lead. 0-1. Fastball, outside corner, strike 2 called. 0-2 on Apodaca, who wants to use a challenge. And it is a successful challenge. Call's been overturned to a ball just off the plate, but that was a late signal from Apodaca to challenge the call. 1-1. Fastball outside, 2-1. I mean, the helmet tap needs to be immediate after the pitch has been received. And I think Apodaca waited a few seconds before eventually tapping the helmet. And luckily for him, Matt Beaver granted the challenge. 2-1. Breaking ball is outside. 3 balls and a strike. One nothing Paddleheads on the RBI single from Clem. Apodaca hitting .333 this season. 3-1. Fastball is up and away. Ball 4. First 3 batters have reached for the Paddleheads. And up to the plate comes Casarilla. I'm still shocked by the weather. I mean, like 20 minutes ago, it was perfect. First pitch. Fastball is up and in, ball 1. The hat flies off of Rissy's head after delivering the pitch. I mean, that's the second time it's happened, and it's not going to be the last. That's for sure. 1-0. I mean, we had partly cloudy skies. There was a slight breeze, but, I mean, it was beautiful. And then after the national anthem was sung, then gray skies came through. The wind picked up. And hats and napkins and all sorts of plates and silverware, whatever, just flying around here. 2 balls, no strikes after the high heat. Casarilla hitting .356, 9 home runs, 30 batted in. The pitch is a fastball outside, and now the pitcher, Rissy, wants to initiate the challenge. And Rissy is correct. Fastball did hit the outside corner, so the count will be 2-1. Clem's at second, Apodaca at first. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Fastball challenge is cut on and missed. That was as good of a fastball Casarilla was going to get up and in, but he misses. 2-2. No outs. Second and first. Rissy trying to get a ground ball up the middle. 2-2 on its way. And it's a fastball inside. 3-2. The right-hander stares in. The jersey just flapping around because of the wind. 3-2. Casarilla chops it to third. Allgaier steps on third for 1 out. Tosses to first in time for a double play. Apodaca advances to second, but that was exactly what Aiden Rissy was seeking. Two outs for Tyler Stone. Oakland turned 3 double plays yesterday. A major reason why they won a second consecutive night. 3 double plays turned. Here's Stone, and he takes high and away for ball 1. Here's defense behind Rissy today. Blythe in left, McKenzie in center, Santos in right. On the infield, Allgaier at third, Cobb at short, Leahy at second. Buford is at first. It's his first start in the field tonight. And Nick Poss does the catching. 1-0. Stone takes it up and away with the slider. 2 balls, no strikes. He exited the game midway through yesterday with an apparent neck issue, but is good to go for today. 2-0. Fastball. Time is called. We have a balk on Rissy.
Yeah, baby.
And that is too bad because it was going to be a strike down the middle. Instead, Apodaca the third on the balk. I don't believe Rissy came all the way set at the belt. So we'll do it again. 2-0. Stone hits a line drive in the left center field. McKenzie, the center fielder, dives, and he can't make the catch. It rolls to the warning track and rolls to the bottom of the wall. Stone is in the second base. Apodaca scores, and Missoula leads 2-0 in the first. And that was unfortunate because Rissy had thrown a 2-0 fastball, and it was right down the middle. Stone took it, but the pitch didn't count because of the balk, so he basically had to throw another 2-0 pitch, and Stone could just key in on a fastball. And the Pioneer League's RBI leader is not missing a fastball down the middle. First pitch to Dean is a slider low and away for ball one. Stone now with his 34th run batted in, and he is back on top of the Pioneer League in runs batted in. 1-0. Dean takes a fastball knee high for a strike. It's 1-1.
All right, I know. You lost your hat. Don't put in my jacket.
2 runs on 3 hits here for Missoula in the first. Paddleheads did score 4 yesterday against Tornero, 1-1. Dean hits a soft grounder to third. Allgaier charges, throws on the run, and the stretch from Buford. It's in time to end the inning. Paddleheads score a pair on 3 hits. They leave one stranded. It's Missoula 2, Oakland nothing through 1 here on Ballers Radio. Top of the second inning, Paddleheads score a pair. RBI single from Klemp, RBI double from Stone, puts Missoula in front 2-0. Noah Blythe leads off against Jaron Jackson. Left-handers first is a fastball in tight for ball 1. On a extremely windy Friday night, you can hear the gust coming through our ground mic here. 1-0. Blythe hits a sharp ground ball past the diving Casarilla and Pjankovic, and it rolls in the left for a base hit. He is Oakland's hottest hitter right now. Over his last 6 games, he's batting .593, and that average will be bumped up after that base hit. Leadoff man aboard for Oakland here in the second for Jaden Calora. Calora getting the start as Oakland's designated hitter today after being behind the plate the last 2 nights. Lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch is a curveball down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Jackson faced Oakland the second game of the regular season down at Ramondi Park. His line in that game, just 2 1/3 innings pitched, 5 runs allowed on 4 hits and 3 walks. Flora takes the ball in dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Struck out 3, gave up a homer, and that lone homer was to Noah Blythe, the man standing at first base. Ballers went on to win that game 13-8. Blythe with his lead at first. Jackson throws, and Clora swings and misses at a fastball. 1-2. Clora has also been swinging the bat well on this road trip. He's batting .478 in these 2 weeks in Montana. 1-2 is fouled back into the screen.
Richard Fahey. We have your debit card and we need your PIN.
1 ball and 2 strikes. I think that's the second time in this series you've had somebody leave their debit card at the concession stand, and it's prompted the PA announcer to announce that they have it and it can be picked up. 1-2. Calora swings and misses at a curveball for strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Jackson, 1 out in the second for Cam Buford. So Buford getting the start at first base. First time he's in the field for Oakland this season since he was reacquired. Right-handed bat with big-time power. Jackson's first offering is swung on and missed. Good changeup from Jackson, 0-1. And for the first time this season, Jeter Ibarra, Oakland's traditional first baseman, has the night off. 0-1 on Buford. Here's a pitch. And a changeup misses outside. 1-1 on Buford. 5 for 12 this week with a home run and 6 runs batted in, including a 3-run shot last night. 1-1. Buford pops it up, and this will land out of play towards the first base side. 1-2. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how defenses play the pop-ups today with how hard the wind is blowing. And it appears to be blowing in for today. 1-2 pitch. Buford hits a fly ball to deep center field. Kazuski is at the wall, and he circles behind the baseball to make the catch for out number 2. And if that was last night's win and not this night's win, that is a home run. You can see Kazuski racing back to the warning track before eventually circling behind the baseball, and there's no question about it. The wind knocked that ball down considerably because Buford struck it well. 2 outs for Nick Leahy. Left on right, first pitch. Leahy sends a fly ball foul down the right field line for strike 1. The United States flag out in straightaway center just almost looks like it's about to be ripped off of its pole. That's how hard it is blowing. 25 to 30 mile an hour gusts. 0-1. Leahy takes a breaking ball in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Paddleheads lead by a pair. It's 2-0 in the top of the second. 2 outs. Blythe at first base. Now, at the very least, the sun has reappeared. Shining down. 1-1. Leahy hits a hard ground ball up the middle. Second baseman Bermudez backhands and steps on second to end the inning. Leadoff single stranded at first base by Jackson. And we head to the bottom of the second with the Paddleheads ahead 2-0 here on Ballers Radio. Heffernan Insurance Brokers has been helping people make smart decisions since day one, offering business insurance, personal home and auto, employee benefits, and retirement and wealth management. Make a smart decision for your business or family today. Visit Heffernan Insurance Brokers online at hefins.com. As Mike Kazuski, the center fielder, fouls the first pitch off down the left field line for strike one. No balls and a strike. Kazuski, Feliciano, and Pjankovic, the bottom of the lineup, dude up against Rissy. Paddleheads 2, Ballers nothing. The pitch to Kazuski is grounded up the middle. Shortstop Cobb fields and fires to first for out number one.
Number 25, Joshua Feliciano.
24 pitches needed in that first for Rizzi. The former New York Boulder acquired in the trade with the Ballers back in December. First pitch fastball is down the middle, taken for a strike by Feliciano. 0-1. Second year pro, former San Francisco Don, only pitched 1 year with the Dons in his final year of college. 0-1. In the dirt with the fastball, and it skips to the backstop for ball one. His first 4 years, he pitched at Bard College, which is a D3 school located on the east bank of the Hudson River in the Hudson Valley, about 90 miles north of New York City. 1-1. Feliciano grounds it up the middle. Shortstop Cobb shuffles to his left, fires on the first, and there's two away. Rissy worked primarily as a starter with the New York Boulders. They are in the Frontier League, and he helped New York he helped New York qualify for the postseason for the first time in 3 years. Jeremy Pjankovic, the shortstop, stands in, a right-handed bat, and the first pitch heater is taken high for ball one. 2-0 Paddleheads, bottom of the second. No runners on. Rissy's 1-0. Curveball misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. Rissy started last on Saturday against Great Falls. 2-0. Fastball outside. 3 balls, no strikes. He pitched into the sixth. Fell 1 out away from recording 6 innings. 5 2/3. 2 earned runs allowed. 3-0. Fastball is low. Ball 4. 2-out base runner brings up the top of Missoula's lineup in Bermudez.
Number 8, Will Bermudez.
5 2/3 innings, only 2 earned runs allowed, 5 given up total. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts in a game that Oakland won 14-12 against the Voyagers. Here's Bermudez. First pitch changeup is a little high and outside for ball 1. Trying to give Oakland a much deeper start than last night. Rissy is set. He throws. And Bermudez swings and misses at a fastball for a strike 1. Rissy also faced the Paddleheads in that game on the second game of the regular season that Jackson pitched. Runner goes, pitches low, passes, throw down to second, the tag from Cobb, and they got him. Great throw from Paz, right on the bag. Cobb scooped it out, applied the tag on the sliding Pjankovic, and Rissy ends up facing the minimum in the second. Terrific throw from Nick Paz behind the plate. We go now to the third with the Paddleheads in front, 2-0 here on Ballers Radio. A bullseye of a throw from Nick Poss, the catcher, nails Jeremy Pjankovic trying to steal second. We head to the third with Missoula in front, 2-0. And Nick Poss will lead off against Jaron Jackson. Poss, McKenzie, and Cobb, the 8, 9, and 1 bats, stood up against the Southpaw Jackson. Just 25 pitches through the first 2 innings for the goggled Southpaw. And he winds and deals the first to Poss. Right-handed bat takes a fastball on the inside for a strike. And it's 0-1. Poss is hitting .346, 2 home runs, 8 runs batted in. His first start since Tuesday, 0-1. Line drive foul down the right field line. 0-2. Jaden Clora getting the night off from catching duties. Poss gets the start behind the plate. TJ McKenzie to follow. Jackson winds and throws. Poss, it's a ground ball, but it's backhanded by the pitcher, Jackson. And he tosses to first for out number 1. There have been a couple of balls hit back to Jackson, but he hadn't reacted quick enough. That time he was able to put a glove on it. And there's one away. And unfortunately, the wind has knocked down 2 more signs out in left field. I don't know if they're zip tied or plastered. No idea. As McKenzie with a half-hearted swing and a miss for strike 1. But either way, half of the sign is in deep left field on the warning track because the wind has just been so fierce today. 0-1. In the dirt with the fastball, 1 ball, 1 strike. McKenzie getting the start in center for Oakland. His first start since Tuesday, hitting .238, 5 homers, 13 batted in, 1-1. Breaking ball is off the outside, 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be awesome. Look at looks like he's going to miss us, though. Look at the tarps.
Yeah. 2-1. McKenzie hits a high fly ball, shallow center. Wind is knocking this down. Kazuski still coming in to make the catch in shallow center for the second out. Any fly ball that is hit high up there is going to get knocked down because of these 25-mile-an-hour gusts. And so these outfielders better be prepared to get their cardio in because they're going to be running in to receive these fly balls. Here's Tremaine Cobb. First pitch to Trey is a slider inside for ball 1, and we have a challenge from Jackson, the pitcher. Call is confirmed a ball, so 1 challenge remaining for Missoula. Oakland still with both challenges left. The 1-0 to Cobb is popped up. Right side to the infield. Stone, the first baseman, sprinting out towards the Oakland bullpen, and that lands foul on top of the party deck tents. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wow, the wind is just. This is quite the scene. It is howling. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jackson winds and fires, and Cobb hits it foul back behind the plates. 1-2. One, 2 from Jackson. In the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Led off the game with a single up the middle on the ground. On deck is Santos. Paddleheads in front, 2-0. 2-2. Cobb takes a fastball high. It's a full count. Missoula won Tuesday. Oakland has won the last 2 nights, looking for its 3rd straight victory. The payoff pitch from Jaron Jackson is a breaking ball low and away, taken for ball 4. So a nice at-bat drawn by Cobb there. And you got the best base stealer in the league at first. Tying run at the dish for Isai Santos. Santos struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Left on left. First pitch is a breaking ball grounded foul down the first base line for strike 1. And I guess my question is, because half the signage is on the field, half of it on the warning track and left. Like, what happens if there's a fly ball hitting that direction and if Dean, the left fielder, has to go onto that warning track? I mean, that is a tripping hazard. 0-1. Swinging a foul tip. No, catcher Feliciano dropped it. It's 0-2. And there have been plenty of balls hit in that direction throughout this series, albeit the one noticeable difference for today is that the wind is blowing in. So if you're going to hit a ball in that direction, you're going to really need to hit it deep. And you're really going to have to get all of it. Right now, there's 2 giant tripping hazards in deep left field for C.J. Dean, the Missoula left fielder. Now a pickoff throw to first, and Cobb is back in standing. That is the second disengagement used by Jackson. Jackson picked off Cobb, who tried to steal second in the first. No balls and 2 strikes. Jackson looks at first, now throws, and Santos rolls it soft with a first, and that is ruled a foul ball after it took a funny hop off the lip of the grass, sailed over the head of Stone, the first baseman, and down the right field line, but Mike Green, the first base umpire, on it and signaling foul. And Missoula catches a break because with Cobb's speed, that might be a run. Instead, count holds 0-2. Here's a pitch, runner goes, and Santos fouls it back into the screen. No balls and 2 strikes on Isai Santos. 8 of his last 9 hits have gone for extra bases. He has been extra base Isai here in Montana. The 0-2 pitch on the way from Jaron Jackson. Santos strikes out swinging on a high fastball, and the inning is over. 3 strikeouts for Jackson. Cobb stranded at first through 2.5. It's the Paddleheads 2 and the Ballers 0 here on Ballers Radio.
8, Will Bermudez.
Bottom of the third inning, Paddleheads hold a 2-0 lead on the Ballers here in Game 4 of this 6-game series. The first pitch delivered by Rissy is a big curveball taken outside for ball 1. Top of Missoula's lineup due up. Bermudez, Klemp, and Apodaca against Rissy, who has thrown 33 pitches in 2 innings. 1-0 is hit hard on the ground to first. Buford knocks it down, and the big fella steps on first base for the outs. That ball was scalded off the bat of Bermudez, and Buford, in his first true test at first base, again, this is his first start of the season in the field. Stayed down on the sharp ground ball and took it to the bag for the first downs. Here is Nick Klemp, the DH. First pitch. Fastball is outside for ball 1. Cam has been taking ground balls daily with the rest of the infielders and just staying sharp at first base. 1-0. Klemp hits a foul back into the screen. 1-1. And although he perhaps wasn't ready for game action in those days leading up, you got the lefty Jackson on the mound and Ibarra, a left-handed bat. You want to stack as many righties as possible. Klemp hits a ground ball up the middle. Cobb gets a short hop, collects, throws to first, and it's in time. I mean, I don't think I could ever get sick of watching Jermaine Cobb play shortstop. He is so smooth up the middle, even on the routine plays. A sure-handed shortstop. Aaron Miles certainly happy that he was going to be coming back when he re-signed in the offseason. Back in January, Apodaca takes a fastball outside for ball 1. Missoula 2, Oakland nothing here in the bottom of the third. 2 outs, base is empty, the 1-0. Apodaca lifts a fly ball foul down the left field line. 1 ball and 1 strike. Apodaca, the former New York Boulder, facing his former teammate in Aiden Rissy from last year. 1-1. Fastball down the middle, taken for a strike, and it's 1-2. Only played 32 games with the Boulders, but batted .283. 1-2. Apodaca fouls it back into the screen. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two 2025 Boulders from the Frontier League squaring off in round 2. Apodaca won round 1 with a walk. 1-2. Fastball is up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Xavier Casarola the follow. Rissy winds and fires. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Wow. Not a pretty swing from Apodaca. It looked like he was trying to golf that onto the green on that slider low and in. Rissy fans his first batter of the night. And through 3 here in Missoula. It is 2-0 Paddleheads here on Ballers Radio. Jake Allgaier leads off for the Ballers here in the top of the fourth. Missoula ahead 2-0 on Oakland on this Friday night from Allegiance Field at Oakland Park. First pitch to Allgaier is a ball in the dirt, taken for ball one. Jaron Jackson has been sharp so far for the Paddleheads. 3 scoreless innings, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk on 42 pitches. Here's a changeup cut on a miss for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is Jackson's first season in Missoula. He pitched the last 2 years in Sioux City in the American Association. 1-1. Allgaier hits a weak ground ball, a 2-hopper to Bermudez. And Bermudez charges in and throws out Allgaier for out number 1. Paddleheads are wearing specialty uniforms on this Friday. It's their cancer support night. And so they're wearing specialty cancer support themed jerseys as Blythe digs in. First pitch is fouled off to the right for strike 1. Orange sleeves. The base is colored in black, and it is quite a colorful pattern. 0-1. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. No balls, 2 strikes. Of the different cancer ribbons out there. So pink, green, orange, red, blue, signifying the different types of cancer awareness. So a nice tribute, a touching tribute on Cancer Awareness Night from the Paddleheads. Blythe is behind 2 strikes. Jackson delivers. And Blythe hits a sharp line drive into right for a base hit. Got a fastball off the outside corner, and Noah Blythe remains hot at the dish. It's his 7th straight multi-hit game. 7 straight multi-hit games for the former Nevada outfielder, who again only joined the Ballers because his college season was cut short. First pitch to Calora. Breaking ball on the outside, called a strike. 0-1. Blythe was awarded one last season of eligibility by the NCAA at the beginning of the year. The 0-1 fouled straight back into the screen. 0-2. Or it wasn't the NCAA that awarded him the extra year. It was after he was granted a temporary restraining order against the NCAA. A district court granted him a 6th year of eligibility. 0-2 pitch coming to Calora is lined foul down the left field line. Still 0-2, but the NCAA appealed in April and won the appeals case and deemed him ineligible for the remainder of the season. So that's why Blythe was able to join at the beginning of this season. 0-2 in the dirt, skips away from Feliciano. It rolls to his right, and that allows Blythe to advance to second on the wild pitch. So if Blythe did not have his eligibility nullified by the NCAA, he would not be with the Ballers right now. Or at least he wouldn't have been so early. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Calora. Here's a pitch. And Jaden takes a ball outside. 3-2 on the DH for Oakland. Oakland down by a pair. Tying run at the plate. Blythe at second with 1 out in the 4th. 3-2. Calora hits a sharp ground ball past the diving shortstop Pjankovic. It rolls into left for a hit. Blythe sprints around third. The throw to the plate on 2 bounces is late. From one hot bat to another, Jaden Calora gives Oakland its first run of the night. A 2-1 Missoula lead on the RBI base hit to left field. I mean, right now with him, any pitcher on the mound has to earn their stripes against Calora. He's going to make you work. He's going to fight off pitches. He's going to take good pitches, and he'll put the ball in play. Here's Cam Buford. He takes a changeup low for ball one. And even if he catches 2 out of every 3 games, he's going to find a way to be in the lineup as a DH with those bat to ball skills. 1-0. Buford takes a ball in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Two to 1 Missoula. 4th inning. Buford the go-ahead run at the plate. He flew out to center in his first AB. 2-0. Buford takes a strike. A fastball down the middle. And it's 2-1.
She's done, Sherry. She wants to see her daughter.
2 balls and a strike. And the pitch is bounced hard up the middle, and it's in the center for a base hit. Calora stops at second. And Cam Buford has a knock. Calora to second. The last 3 have reached for the Ballers after Allgaier grounded out to lead off the inning. 2 on with 1 out for Nick Leahy. First pitch to Leahy. It's a fastball on the outside for a called strike. 0-1. No balls and a strike. Jackson looks at second twice, now throws. And Leahy hits a soft line drive and a diving attempt from Apodaca, but he can't make the catch. Goes to the wall. Calora rounds third. He will score. Buford stops at third, and Leahy has tied up the score at 2 with an RBI double to right. Apodaca gambled in right field, laid out but could not make the catch, and 4 straight hits here in the 4th against Jackson as even the score at 2. RBI number 10 this season for Leahy. He's had a nice road trip, adding 421 on the road this year. First pitch to Poss is whacked foul. Back behind the plate for strike 1. No balls and a strike. And the pitch is tapped foul by Poss. It's 0-2.
You will.
Poss, the right-handed bat. Here's the 0-2 in the dirt. And it's blocked by the catcher, Feliciano. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Poss, it's a fly ball into fairly deep right center. Kazuski shuffles to his right, makes the catch. Tagging from third is Buford, and he scores. Leahy also tags and advances to third, and the Ballers have taken a 3-2 lead on this sac fly from Nick Poss. Three runs in the 4th on 4 hits. Quality at bat from Poss. 2 Ballers lead with 2 outs here in the 4th for TJ McKenzie. First pitch is the breaking ball at the knees for a first pitch to Xavier Casarilla from Ethan Rissy is a bouncer foul down the third base line for strike one. 0-1. Casarilla, Stone, and Dean, the 4, 5, and 6 bats, do up for Missoula with Oakland ahead 3-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch is a changeup taken down the middle for a strike. 0-2. Casarilla bounced into a double play back in the first. Rissy winds and fires. Fastball is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He winds and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Put him away with a fastball on the outside corner. There's 1 away for Tyler Stone. Stone, a left-handed bat. First pitch is very high and outside for ball 1. Stone with an RBI double back in the first. The pitch is high. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch on the way. And Stone taps it foul. 2-1 on Stone.
Good job out there.
Thank you.
The Pioneer League's RBI leader. Left-handed bat versus the right-handed arm. 2-1. Is bounced foul at the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. And the pitch. Fastball is up and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. CJ Dean to follow for Missoula. 3-2. Bounce softly to first, and it is a foul ball. Three balls and 2 strikes. Rissy throws, and Stone fouls it back off to the left. 3-2.
Let's drop down to here.
Full count with 1 out. And the pitch. Stone bounces it weakly to second. Leahy collects and throws to first. And Stone is set down. Here's CJ Dean. Rissy has set down 8 of the last 9. And here is Dean. First pitch is a breaking ball outside for ball 1. Oakland 3, Missoula 2. Here in the bottom of the 4th, the 1-0. Dean hits a fly ball in the straightaway center. McKenzie is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. A 1-2-3-4 for Rissy, and we go to the 5th with Oakland ahead 3-2 here on Ballers Radio. Tricom leads off here in the 5th. It's the Ballers 3 and the Paddleheads 2. First pitch from Jackson is a breaking ball low. 1 ball and no strikes. Ethan Rissy has done a nice job. Has set down 9 of the last 10. It's a 3-2 Oakland lead as Cobb awaits a 1-0 from Jackson. And a high fly ball hit fairly deep left, but the wind will knock it down, and Dean makes the catch for the first out. Well, with how the wind is playing for today, I don't think we're going to have as high of a scoring game as we've had these last several nights. First pitch to Santos has popped up, back behind the plates, and it's a foul ball for strike 1. Isai is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts against Jackson. The 0-1 is hit high in the foul ground, third base side, and that will land out of play about 9 rows back. Takes a big carom for bouncing into the third row of seating. No balls and 2 strikes. Jackson began his college career at Pima Community College down in Tucson. He's a native of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Attended the University of New Mexico and was a 2-year pitcher, a 1-year starter. Is 0-2. Is swung on him, is strike 3. Santos just not picking him up at all as he goes down on strikes for a 3rd time in this game. 5 strikeouts for Jackson, 2 outs in the frame for Jake Allgaier. The switch hitting Allgaier is 0 for 2. First pitch to Jake. Takes a fastball high for ball 1. One-0 in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Oakland looking for its 3rd consecutive win. 2-0. Allgaier pops it up. It could be playable. Right fielder Apodaca sprinting after it, and he makes the catch before leaping over the railing into foul territory. And a very nice running catch and foul ground by the right fielder to retire the side. A 1-2-3 fifth from Jaron Jackson. Halfway home here in Missoula. It's the Ballers 3 and the Paddleheads 2 here on Ballers Radio. Halfway through this one here from Missoula on this windy Friday night. It's Oakland 3, Missoula 2. Aiden Rissy faces Michael Kazuski. First pitch is hit high and deep to right center field. Santos on the run, and he flags it down in the alleyway for the first out. Aiden Rissy has set down 10 of the last 11 batters. 1 out for Joscar Feliciano. Time now for our Pacific Pipe PBL standings update. Your Pioneer League baseball standings presented by Pacific Pipe. Long Beach winning last night. They are now 17-4 atop the Pioneer League. First pitch is inside and high, ball one. Billings just a half game back at 16-4 after winning last night against Glacier. Boise and Glacier tied for third at 13-8. 4 games back from the lead. Missoula, Modesto, and Ogden tied for fifth at 12-9. The 1-0 pitch to Feliciano is a slider taken down the middle for a strike. It's 1-1. One ball and one strike. And the pitch. Fastball down the middle, taken for strike two. 1-2 on Feliciano. So again, if the season were to end, I keep saying the season, if the first half were to end today, it'd be Long Beach and Billings in the postseason first with home field advantage. 1-2 coming. Fastball is, wow, I guess just a bit high, says Matt Beaver behind the plate. And based off the TrackMan data, that was in there for a strike. But Oakland did not get the call there. They do have both of their challenges remaining. It's 2-2 with one out. Here it is. And Feliciano fouls it off the glove of Paz. Jaskar Feliciano. His father, Pedro, was a 9-year veteran with the Mets from 2002 to 2013. 2-2 pitch. Fastball low. 3-2. Pedro Feliciano led the major leagues in appearances from 2008 to 2010. A pure left-handed specialist. Full count pitch on the way. Fastball is low. Ball 4. And Rissy, you could tell, upset with how that at-bat played out. He had Feliciano ahead in the count. Threw a good pitch on the 1-2. That was called a ball. Third walk issued by Rissy. Here comes Pjakovic. Right on right matchup, first pitch. Fastball is inside, ball 1. Aaron Miles faced Pedro Feliciano 6 times in his career and went 1 for 6. 1-0. Pjakovic hits a fly ball in the deep center field. McKenzie on the run, and he tracks it down just shy of the warning track for spinning and firing the ball back towards the infield. And back to first goes Feliciano. 2 outs for Bermudez. Well, all these fly balls that would typically travel pretty far here in Missoula are being knocked down because of the wind. And so when I said lift the ball as one of my keys to the game presented by Caltrans, that was assuming the wind would stay the same as compared to the last couple of nights, but you can throw that one out the door. 1 ball, no strikes on Bermudez as he takes one outside. Oakland 3, Missoula 2. Bottom of the 5th. 2 outs, man on first for the Paddleheads. 1-0. Bermudez takes a fastball outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Rissy has thrown 67 pitches in 4 2/3 innings. The 2-0 coming to Bermudez. Changeup down and away, and a challenge from Paz. Call has been confirmed. The pitch did indeed just miss the corner outside, so 1 challenge left for Oakland. And it's a 3-0 count on Bermudez. 3-0. Fastball low, ball 4. Paz is going to go out to talk with Rissy after the fourth walk of the game. When we go to Yuba Sutter, there won't be any challenges for either side because Yuba Sutter is one of the few teams that is implemented full ABS. So whatever the call is from the TrackMan data, from the automated strike zone, is the call that it's going to be. No challenges necessary. That was announced earlier this season. So it'd be interesting to see how the feedback is from those who have played in Yuba Sutter thus far. Here is Nick Clem. Tying runs at second. First pitch is a breaking ball in the dirt for ball one. Bermudez walked, and now it's Klemp, and he's been dangerous all season series long against the Ballers. He's batting .448 against them this year. 1-0. Fastball is at the knees, a called strike. 1-1 on Nick Klemp. Started the scoring for the Paddleheads in the top of the first with an RBI single to shallow right field. Rissy holds the 1-1. In the dirt, goes back past Poss, and it rolls into the dugout. And both runners already advanced a base, so they will not be able to advance any further. Feliciano to third, and Bermudez to second. 2 balls and a strike. I mean, there was nothing Nick Poss could do about that pitch. That was about a foot in front of the plate, and it was in the lefty's batter's box. He had to block that with his shoulder. Now the tying run 90 feet away, the go-ahead run at second for Missoula, with the Oakland Ballers ahead by 2-1. Clem breaks his bat. Hits it weakly to short. Cobb charges, gets rid of it quickly to first, and it's in time to end the inning. Aiden Rissy claps his hands in approval of that sweet play from Cobb up the middle. And through 5 here in Missoula, it's Oakland 3, Missoula 2 here on Ballers Radio.
Number 27, Manoa Blanc.
Top 6 from Missoula. Ballers up to bat. Ahead by 1. It's 3-2 Oakland as Jaron Jackson remains in the game. Out for a 6th inning. First pitch is in the dirt, and it goes to the backstop for ball 1. Nice job by Rissy. After the tying and go-ahead runs were walked into scoring position, he gets a weak ground ball from Klemp, the DH, the shortstop Cobb, and the inning ended in scoreless fashion. So 3-2 Ballers. Blythe takes a breaking ball up and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Jackson's 2-0. Blythe takes inside. 3 balls and a strike. Let's take a look at our out-of-town scores on this Friday. Around the Pioneer League, Glacier and Billings tied at 4 in the top of the 5th. 3-0 pitch. Blythe stares at a strike. Down the middle, 3-1. Great Falls leads Ogden 6-4 in the top of the 4th. Boise winning against Idaho Falls 5-3 in the top of the 4th. 3-1. Blythe hits a towering pop-up foul off to the right. 3-2. Red Pocket has a 1-0 lead on Yuba Southern in the top of the 2nd. And last but not least, Long Beach leads 1-0 on Modesto in the top of the 2nd. The payoff pitch is lifted foul off to the right. Noah Blythe, another multi-hit game. He's got 6 consecutive. Make that now 7 consecutive multi-hit games while on this road trip. The 3-2 from Jackson. Blythe hits a high fly ball down the right field line. It is going to sail out of play. Three and 2 on Blythe. Jackson throws, and Blythe swings and misses at a changeup for strike 3. 6th strikeout for the lefty Jackson, and there's 1 down. There is some bullpen activity in left field for Missoula. It appears that Mark Timmons, the right-hander, is warming up. Although Jackson's pitch count is quite reasonable. He's at 83 pitches, and he fires in a breaking ball down the middle for a strike, 0-1. It's been more of a pitcher's duel so far on this Friday night compared to the last several nights. The pitch is a breaking ball outside, 1-1 on Calora. Calora is 1 for 2. 1-1. Fastball off the corner, low and away. 2-1. Cam Buford to follow. Ballers lead 3-2. The 2-1. Fastball outside corner, taken for a strike. It's 2-2. Final 2 games of the road trip tomorrow and Sunday. Tomorrow, once again, a 5:35 first pitch. We'll have the Ballers pregame show at 5:20. And then on Sunday, it's a 1:05 Pacific first pitch. 2-2. Calora foul tips the fastball into Feliciano's mitt for strike 3. 7th K for Jackson. And here's Buford. We will fly back home to the Bay on Monday. Now Feliciano walks out to the mound. And I wonder if this is just to buy a little bit more time for Timmons with the right-handed bat Buford. 2'd up. Michael Schlack, Missoula's manager, has not yet appeared out of the dugout. Feliciano still talking with Jackson on the mound. He's done a very nice job. Just one troublesome inning in the 4th. Otherwise, he's put up zeros since. It's been a much better start for the Southpaw the second time around against Oakland since the second day of the regular season. Feliciano walks back behind the plate. Oakland 3, Missoula 2 in the 6th. Base is empty. The first pitch to Cam is a breaking ball high, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Buford swings and misses at a changeup. 1-1.
Way to go!
Jackson trying to complete 6. 1-1. Buford hits a grounder to short. Pjakovic collects, throws, inning over. 6 strong innings from Jaron Jackson, and we head to the bottom of the 6th with the Ballers in front, 3-2 here on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to Missoula. You're listening to Oakland Ballers Radio here on the Ballers YouTube channel and on the Home Team Network. Again, we apologize for the lack of a video feed today, as we usually do on our Fridays. We're having some technical issues with the Home Team Network. We're hoping to get those resolved. Enzo Apodaca leads off. First pitch is lifted out to left. Blythe gets turned around. Now he stops, and he makes the catch for the first down. Ballers winning by 1. It is a 3-2 Oakland lead. Aiden Rissy, the Oakland starter, still in the game. He has pitched 5 or more innings for a 4th straight start. And here he's trying to keep it a 1-run lead for Oakland, as here's Casarilla, who takes a fastball on the outside for strike 1, 0-1. Casarilla's 0 for 2. He's bounced into a double play and has struck out swinging. Rissy turns and throws. Fastball is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rissy's season long is 6 1/3 innings. 1-1 is a fastball low, 2 balls and a strike. He pitched 6 1/3 against the Red Pocket Mobiles. The last home game that we've had, May 31st. 2-1. Fastball in the dirt, check swing, no on the appeal, says Mike Green. It's 3 balls and a strike. Tyler Stone on deck. Rissy's 3-1. Curveball snaps in there for a strike at the knees, and it's 3-2. All 5 pitches have worked well for Rissy today. His payoff pitch to Casarilla is in the dirt with the curveball for ball 4. He's at 81 pitches. That was the 5th walk he's issued. He's only allowed 3 hits, and those all came in the first. Here's Tyler Stone. Paddleheads down by a run. First pitch to Stone is a changeup, high and away for ball one. The left-hander Campbell Spradling is warming up down the right field line for the Ballers. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Breaking ball is outside, 2-0. And right now, Rissy does not quite have the same feel for the breaking balls as he did earlier. He's trying to be careful here with Stone, who's got power. The 2-0. Breaking ball. That time it finds the outside for a strike. It's 2-1. Casarilla at first has 3 stolen bases this year. 2-1. Stone whacks it foul back behind the dish. It's a very violent swing from Stone, the big fella. Every time he lays into one, it just seems like he's trying to put it into the river here in Missoula. Rissy is set. He's at the belt. Is 2-2. In the dirt. And smothered by Poss. It's a full count. And you'd have to think maybe with the way things are going for Rissy, if he can't get Stone, Spradling may have to be summoned in. We'll see if Casarilla runs. Full count, he does not. And the pitch is low and away, ball 4. The 6th walk of the game issued by Rissy. And what is the decision from Aaron Miles? He's going to stay in the dugout and let Rissy try and figure this out. Now we see Jim Diedrich, the pitching coach for Oakland. And Jimmy's going to come out to talk with Rissy and give Spradling a few extra more pitches. Well, that's my understanding. It's not my understanding, but I know that Ramondi Park is in use right now as part of the United States national team watch party as they are underway against Paraguay as they open up group stage play. Canada and Bosnia-Herzegovina drew at 1-1 each, and the United States hosting Paraguay down in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, or as I guess in FIFA terms, it's the Los Angeles Stadium. You're not allowed to name the presenting sponsor. Here's Dean. The first pitch is looped in the shallow left center. McKenzie running in. He slides, and he can't make the catch. Advancing to third is Casarilla. Stone to second. And the bases are loaded with 1 out for Mike Kazuski. So the bloop single in the shallow left center loads the bases with 1 out for Kazuski. And is Rissy going to pitch to him? With the left-handed bat, he is. 3-2 Oakland. But the tying run at third, the go-ahead runs at second and first for the Paddleheads. First pitch. Fastball is inside for ball 1. Aiden Rissy trying to dig deep here. Buford, the only infielder. First baseman is in on the grass. Now he backs up, 1-0. Slider low and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out. Rissy is set at the belt. He lifts the leg and throws. Oh, and that's not close. A fastball very high and outside. 3-0. Things are starting to unravel here in this 6th for Rissy. He had pitched so well up until this point. 3-0. Fastball, called a strike on the outside corner, and we have a challenge from Kazuski. And Kazuski is successful with the challenge. It is a ball outside that brings home the tying run. Free peanuts for these Missoula fans as part of the peanut sixth inning. And that is it for Rissy tonight. Aaron Miles walks out. The left-hander Campbell Spradling comes in when we come back. The bases are loaded for the Paddleheads with one out in a tie game, 3-3, here on Ballers Radio. Ballers and Paddleheads are tied at 3 after a bases-loaded walk issued by Aiden Rissy. And it's now the left-hander Campbell Spradling who takes over in this call to the bullpen. Rissy had pitched well through the first 5, had allowed just 2 runs. He struck out 2 and allowed just 3 hits, but he has walked 3 in the 6th, including a walk with the bases loaded to plate home the tying run for the Paddleheads, and they are not done. Bases are loaded with 1 out for Jaskar Feliciano. Stone's at third, Dean at second, Kazuski at first, the man who drew the bases loaded walk. And it's the lefty Spradling versus the right-handed batting Feliciano. Spradling appears for a 8th time this season, 9 strikeouts in 8 1/3 innings for the rookie southpaw. He is set. The first pitch is a changeup taken down the middle for strike 1. Infield is back, playing for the possible double play. Oakland has turned 1 double play today. Spradling's 0-1. Feliciano pops it up over towards first. It's 0-2. Yesterday, Oakland turned 3 double plays. Can they get one here and keep the game tied at 3? Spradling comes set at the belt, takes a deep breath. Now he throws. Feliciano takes high and a nice snag from Poss, who leapt down to the crouch. Otherwise, that ball is going over his head into the backstop, possibly scoring the go-ahead run. Bottom 6 here from Missoula. 1-2 on Feliciano. The pitch is lined into right field, and it's through for a hit. Stone scores. Dean to third, Kazuski to second, and the Paddleheads have retaken the lead. Jaskar Feliciano had his 14-game hit streak snapped yesterday, and perhaps he'll start a new one with that base hit here in the 6th. And it's now a 4-3 Missoula lead. Two runs in for Missoula. Here is Pjatkovic. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch. Check swing on the high fastball. And on the appeal, Mike Green says he did not go. Ball one. Rissy is still responsible for the men on second and third. 1-0. Slider misses low and in. 2 balls, no strikes. 5 1/3 innings pitched by Rissy. 4 hits, 7 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Spradling comes home. 2-0 is caught on and missed. A good slider from Campbell. It's 2-1. Spradling, 23 years of age, a native of Cincinnati. Pitched at the University of Charleston. 2-1. Bjakovic takes high with a fastball, and it's a 3-1 count. Again, Rissy only walked, I shouldn't say only, but he walked 4 batters through 5 before walking 3 in the 6th alone. 3-1. Breaking ball is low, and Poss thought about using a challenge, and he will not. It's another bases loaded walk to bring home Dean, and it's a 5-3 Paddleheads lead.
Number 8, Bermuda.
3 runs in the inning for the Paddleheads, and now they're up by 2. Top of the lineup for Missoula. Here's Bermudez. First pitch, he shows bunt, and he pops it over the netting and onto the first base concourse for a foul ball. Strike 1. Oakland pitching issued 13 walks yesterday, and today they have issued 8. 0-1. In the dirt, gets by Poss, rolls to his left. Wild pitch will score Kazuski from third. And it's now 6-3 Paddleheads. It's just been some sloppy baseball in this 6th inning. Between the walks, the wild pitches. Feliciano to third, Bjakovic to second. 1-1 on Bermudez. Left-hander deals. Bermudez foul tips it into the mitt of Poss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Spradling was acquired by the Ballers at a first weekend of the season. He was traded from the Florence Yalls to Oakland for a player to be named later. Here's his 2-2. And Bermudez hits a line drive in the right field. Blythe slides, and he can't make the catch. That's Santos, pardon me. And in to score is Feliciano, as well as Bjakovic. It's a 2-run single. A sliding attempt from Santos in right is unsuccessful as the ball landed on the grass first. And it's a big inning for the Paddleheads. 6 runs in now here in the 6th. And it's now in 8-3 Missoula lead. Six runs on 3 hits. First pitch to Klemp is a fastball down the middle for a strike, 0-1. When you allow free bases, this is what Missoula will do. A 1. Fastball is low and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Spradling is set. The pitch. Klemp pops it up, and that will land out of play on the first base concourse. It's a table before ricocheting into the corner of the concourse. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and two. Spradling throws, and Klemp spoils it foul down the right field line. Not much lower half into that swing. Missoula 8, Oakland 3, home half of the 6th. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And Klemp takes a fastball inside. And Spradling, the pitcher, initiates the challenge. And I don't think he's going to get it right. Now, I don't know if Spradling just initiated it more out of just frustration or if he genuinely thought that was going to be a strike, but it was not very close based off the data. At least 2 balls off the inside. Here's a 2-2 pitch. And it runs in and hits him. A fastball that beans Klemp on the lower leg. So Spradling has faced 4 batters in relief and has not recorded an out. Apodaca led off the inning with a fly ball to left that was caught. He's now hitting here in the hitting for the second time. First pitch is in the dirt and it skips by Poss and it rolls to the backstop. And now that will advance both runners 90 feet. It is 8-3 Missoula with 1 out in the 6th. This was a well-pitched game by Oakland for the first 5 innings. The 6th inning has gone awry. 1-0. Breaking ball way outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Jake Turk is the man warming up in right for Oakland. And you have to think that he might be coming in soon if Spradling cannot get Apodaca. The 5th batter he's facing. He has not recorded an out yet. 2-0. Fastball outside corner, called a strike. It's 2-1. Six runs on 3 hits for Missoula in this frame. 2-1 to Apodaca. Fastball outside corner, called a strike. It's 2-2. No challenges for Oakland remaining. Missoula has 1. Infield is in for Oakland. 2-2 pitch. Apodaca hits a line drive in the left field. Base hit. In to score Bermudez. Klemp gets stopped at third. And the Paddleheads continue to pile it on here in the 6th inning. A 7th run scored in the 6th to make it a 9-3 Missoula lead. And Aaron Miles has to make another pitching change. Points to right field, makes a slow walk to the mound. Spradling faces 5 batters and does not record an out. We'll take a timeout. It's the Paddleheads 9 and the Ballers 3 here in the 6th with 1 out here on Ballers Radio. Well, things have gone awry for the Ballers here in this bottom of the 6th inning, as Missoula has scored 7 runs on 4 hits, and there's still only 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Paddleheads 9 and the Ballers 3 on this Friday night. And with men on the corners and 1 down, Campbell Spradling, the lefty, is replaced by the righty, Jake Turk. Turk, a 22-year-old from Novato, California. And he faces Xavier Casarilla first. First pitch to the right-handed bat is a fastball down the middle for strike 1. Excuse me. Spradling faced 5 batters, could not record an out. And now it's Turk, the second reliever of the inning. 0-1 from Turk. Fastball is fouled off the glove of Paz. No balls and 2 strikes. 6th appearance of the season for Turk. He has struck out 10 in 6 innings, although his ERA is at over 13. The 0-2. Watch out. Fastball up and in, and the third baseman, Casarilla, leans back to avoid getting drilled up and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Clem's at third, Apodaca at first. Spin throw to first, and the ball skips away from Buford and rolls into the Oakland bullpen. And that allows Clem to score. Apodaca does not stop. He hustles around second, heads for third, and he's in there with the slide. It's a 10-3 Missoula lead. It's an error on Turk. That allows Clem to score and Apodaca to reach third base. An 8-run 6th inning for the Paddleheads. Infield is drawn in for Oakland. The 1-2 is pulled on the ground, foul down the third base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Boy, I just do not know how this happens for a second time on this road trip. Great Falls scored 9 on Sunday. 1-2. Casarilla pops it up behind the plate. It's out of play. 9 from Great Falls on Sunday. Missoula has 8 here on this Friday. Turk is at the set. And the 1-2 to Casarilla is in the dirt, and it goes to the backstop, and that will score another run. Wow. 11-3 Missoula here in the 6th. Bases are empty now. Infield can retreat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is up and in, and it hits Casarilla. Another free base in this inning. That is the 10th free base of the inning, committed by Oakland. Tyler Stone, the batter. First pitch, swing and a miss on the changeup, 0-1. This has been another painful inning for the Ballers. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball is up and away, 1-1. And again, the Ballers through the first five through the first 5 innings, Aiden Rissy had pitched well. Very well, considering how dangerous this offense is. And allowed just 2 runs through the first 5. Here's a ball low, 2 balls and a strike. But then the wheels started to fall off. He walked his 5th, 6th, and 7th batters, including a bases loaded walk. Was replaced by Spradling. 2-1. Stone takes a strike on the outside, and he wants to challenge. They have 1 challenge remaining. And Stone is correct. It is a successful challenge. A call overturned to a ball outside. It's 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Fastball is up and away, ball 4. There's still only 1 out. Would you believe me if I told you that the first batter of the inning flied out? That was Apodaca. Everyone else since has reached base. Here's Dean, and he takes a fastball high for ball 1. The last 11 men for Missoula have reached base. Can Turk get the ballers off the field here? The 1-0. In the dirt, and this time Poss blocks it. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. Turk throws. Fastball on the outside for a strike, 2-1. Nine runs in the inning for Missoula. 2-1. Dean hits a grounder to third. Allgaier fields, tosses to second for 1. Leahy's turned to first in time, and it's an inning-ending double play. The damage was done, though, and it might have been fatal. 9 runs in the 6th on just 4 hits and an error. Off we go to the 7th. It is 11-3 Paddleheads here on Ballers Radio. Seventh inning from Allegiance Field at Oakland Park in downtown Missoula. It is an 11-3 Paddleheads lead after a 9-run bottom of the sixth from the Paddleheads. Mark Timmons delivers a ball outside. It's 1-0. Timmons in, replacing the starter, Jaron Jackson. Here's a fastball low. 2 balls and no strikes on Nick Leahy, who leads off and is followed by Nick Poss and TJ McKenzie at the bottom of the lineup for the Ballers. 2-0 pitch. Fastball is outside. 3-0. How will the Ballers offense respond? Obviously a very tough inning, but the offense has been a strength the last couple of games, and they have the firepower to try and slowly claw back into this one. 3 more chances to hit. A strike taken down the middle. 3-1 to Leahy. Fastball is on the outside for a strike. Full count. No challenges left for Oakland. We'll get you Jaron Jackson's final line in just a second. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. And Leahy bounces it up the middle. It's a tough hop collected by Bermudez, and he slings it on to first for out number 1. Jackson with 6 innings, 3 runs allowed on 6 hits with 1 walk and 7 strikeouts. And right now he is in line for the victory, thanks to that 9-run explosion. First pitch to Poss is nubbed on the ground softly to third. Casarilla charges, throws on the run, and it's not in time. Poss's hustle results in an infield single. And here is McKenzie. First Oakland base runner since the 4th. Before that, the last 9 Ballers had been set down in order. Here's McKenzie, who takes a strike, a breaking ball at the knees. 0-1. Timmons is Missoula's franchise player, which means no eligibility restrictions for him. 0-1. Breaking ball, called a strike on the inside. 0-2. Longtime Paddlehead. He is back for a 5th stint with Missoula, beginning as early as 2022. A brief stint in the Angels organization before returning to the Paddleheads in 2023. And he's been with the organization ever since. 28 years of age. 0-2. McKenzie hits a foul back into the screen. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Timmons, a native of Omaha, Nebraska. Nothing in 2. Here's the pitch. McKenzie hits a tapper in front of the mound. Timmons collects and tosses to first. Poss advances to second. McKenzie is out. 2 outs for Tremaine Cobb. Well, Omaha is the site right now of the College World Series. Opening round started today from Charles Schwab Field in Omaha. Here is Tremaine Cobb. First pitch is a slider on the outside, taken for strike 1. Tremaine Cobb's Troy Trojans fell to the West Virginia Mountaineers earlier today, 7-5. Cobb takes a fastball on the outside for a strike. He didn't like the call, and it's 0-2. UNC defeated Ole Miss 6-2. Tomorrow will be the second half. Tomorrow, the second half of games are scheduled. 0-2. Cobb takes strike three called on the outside corner, and the inning is over. One out infield single is stranded at second base. Time to stretch here in Missoula. It's the Paddleheads 11 and the Ballers 3 here on Ballers Radio. It is the Planet Fitness seventh inning stretch. The seventh inning stretch presented by Planet Fitness. Bottom of the seventh, Mike Kazuski leads off against Jake Turk. First pitch fastball sails up and away for ball one. It's the Paddleheads 11 and the Ballers 3 on this Friday night from Missoula. Turk's 1-0 to Kazuski is a changeup on the outside for a called strike, 1-1. Kazuski, Feliciano, and Pjakovic, the bottom of the lineup, teed up against Turk, who recorded the final 2 outs of that seventh. 1-1 is a fastball outside, 2 balls in the strike. Excuse me, the sixth. Two one. Fastball is high. 3 balls and a strike. The former College of San Marin righty, Turk, deals. And it's a fastball low and in for ball 4. Let's take a look now at our AC Transit Road to the Show. We update you on our former ballers and how they're doing up in the big leagues and in the minors. White Sox defeated the defending champion Dodgers 8-2 thanks to a big inning themselves, a 7-run fifth. No work for Tyler Davis today for the White Sox. First pitch to Feliciano is a breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1. Single A Fredericksburg defeated Kannapolis 12-4. No work for Grant Manning, the right-hander. 1-0 pitch. Fastball lower outside corner, called a strike. 1-1 on Feliciano. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Feliciano takes high. 2-1. No work from Adam Bogosian or Noah Milliken for the Florida Complex League Nationals today in a 6-5 FCL Astros win in 10. Those two did pitch fairly recently, so don't expect them to be active until next couple of days. Runner goes, and after a strike, the runner Kazuski safe at second. He got a huge jump. Turk did not pay attention to him at first base, and that allows Kazuski to swipe his 8th base of the season. Count is 2-2 on Feliciano. Ballers down by 8, 11-3 in the 7th. The pitch. Fastball misses outside, and it's a full count. I'm just going to see. Is Gabe Tanner, is he at least pitching yet for the FCL or the ACL, Arizona Complex League White Sox? 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Feliciano goes down on the fastball. 1 out in the 7th for Pionkovich.
Jeremy Pionkovich.
Trying to do some investigative journalism here. Doesn't look like the Arizona Complex League White Sox played. First pitch to Pionkovich is a fastball that sails high and in for ball 1. One ball and no strikes. Turk throws. Fastball misses high. 2-0. Gabe Tanner, as a matter of fact, was just assigned to the Arizona Complex League White Sox, according to his new MILB page. There's a strike, lower inside corner, 2-1. If you look up Gabe Tanner, you can look up Gabe Tanner MILB on Google, and he has a newly created minor league baseball page. That's when you know it's official. 2-1 is in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike. And under the latest transactions, Tanner assigned to the Arizona Complex League White Sox today. So I'm sure we'll see him in action fairly soon in the coming days. I'm sure they like for him to get an outing or two under his belt by now. The 3-1 to Pionkovich. Swing and a miss on a fastball outside, 3-2. That was your AC Transit Road to the Show, brought to you by AC Transit. Payoff pitch. Fastball is high, ball 4. Top of the lineup coming up to the plate. Here's Bermudez. College World Series continues tomorrow afternoon from Omaha. Again, West Virginia defeating Troy 7-5. North Carolina defeated Mississippi 6-2. There's a fastball high for ball 1. And tomorrow it'll be Oklahoma and Alabama at noon Pacific. And then the nightcap, Texas against Georgia. That should be a good one. At 5 o'clock Pacific. 1-0. Blooped in the shallow left. Blythe rushing in, and he makes the catch on a backhand. He is almost out there on the infield. That's how long Noah had to rush in to retrieve that baseball. 2 outs for Klemp. Not so easy when you've been standing out there in the wind and in the cold for so long, waiting for a fly ball to come to you, and then a ball like that that's hit so shallow, where you got to activate the muscles real quick to sprint and flag down that baseball. Here's Clem. First pitch is a slider outside for ball one. Missoula 11, Oakland 3. Kazuski at second, Pionkovic at first with 2 outs. 1 ball and no strikes here on Clem. The pitch. Fastball is up and in. 2-0. Turk comes set at the belt. And the right-hander throws. Clem hits a pop-up foul off to the right. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tomorrow, here in Missoula, it's apparently Star Wars night. So the Paddleheads will wear Star Wars-themed jerseys. Here's a 2-1. Up and in. Turk has been missing up and into righties with the fastball. 3 balls and a strike. Definitely eager to see what character they decide to centralize the jersey around. 3-1. Fastball outside. It's another walk. Bases loaded for Apodaca.
Apodaca.
12 walks issued by Oakland pitching. That is simply too many. Here's Apodaca. First pitch, fastball is low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch in the dirt. 2-0. Bases loaded. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. 2-0 coming to Apodaca. And he sends a high fly ball to deep center field. McKenzie on the run, and this one hits the top of the wall. Kazuski scores, Pionkovic scores, Klemp scores, and Enzo Apodaca scores all 3 runners with a bases clearing double off the wall in center. And it's now a 14-3 Paddleheads lead. He's got a 4 RBI night. Here's Xavier Casarilla now. First pitch to the righty is popped up behind the plate, and it goes out of play. No balls and a strike. Nothing in 1 on Casarilla. And the pitch. Breaking ball taken at the knees for a strike. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Here's a pitch. Fastball is up and in. 1-2. No activity in right for Oakland, and I don't think Aaron Miles is inclined to. I don't think Aaron Miles wants to use another reliever for today. true reliever. 1-2 is popped up. Shallow right field. It broke back. He plays it on the hop, and that allows Apodaca to score from second base. RBI single from Casarilla makes it now a 15-3 Missoula lead.
Number 55, Minor 2.
4 runs on 2 hits and 3 walks. First pitch to Stone. It's a fastball high, ball 1. Who knows? We might see Noah Blythe for a 3rd time on this road trip. 1-0. Turk delivers. And he takes a strike on the lower outside corner, 1-1. The Paddleheads have scored 13 runs in the last 2 innings. This was a 3-2 game at the end of 5. 1-1. It's a breaking ball outside, 2 balls to the strike. I guess I spoke too prematurely when I said it was a pitcher's duel for the first 5 innings. It's been anything but now. The 2-1. Stone takes a fastball low and outside. It's 3-1. And right now, Turk is just trying to get Oakland off the field, get through 7, and then you could probably put whoever you want out there for the 8th. 3-1. Fastball is outside, ball 4.
Number 27, B.K.
Well, it looks like Damian Stone is the outfielder warming up on the mound for the Ballers. And Poss is going to go out to talk with Turk and give Stone a little bit of time to loosen up. Don't think he'll need too much time. Let's take a look at some scores around Major League Baseball while we have a moment. On this Friday night, again, White Sox defeated the Dodgers 8-2. Brewers shut out the Phillies 6-0. Jacob Mizorowski, my friends, he's got to be the most electric pitcher in the game. He struck out 15 in a complete game shutout for the Brewers today in their win over the Phillies. Blue Jays take down the Yankees 8-5. D-backs defeated the Reds 5-2. Red Sox blew out the Rangers 10-1. Guardians outlasted the Tigers 3-2. Marlins defeated the Pirates 8-3. Rockies and A's are scoreless. Angels ahead of the Rays 4-2 in the 6th. Astros lead the Royals 9-7. Cardinals and Twins tied at 7. Mets lead the Braves 7-4. Mariners up big 9-1 on the Nationals at the top of the 8th. And the Orioles defeated the Padres 7-3. Cubs and Giants scoreless in the top of the 4th. We have a new pitcher. Jake Turk has been replaced, and Damian Stone will pitch here looking for the final out in the 7th when we return on Ballers Radio. Well, the PA announcer said Davis Druick. It is Damian Stone now pitching for the Ballers. With the Ballers down big, it is a 15-3 Missoula lead. And the first pitch to Dean is a strike down the middle, 0-1. Damian Stone, the outfielder, the lefty on the mound, deals the 0-1. He lobs it in there, and Dean pops it up. Behind first, it's Leahy, the second baseman, who reaches up and makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Through 7, 4 more runs in for the Paddleheads. It is a 15-3 Missoula lead. As we go to the 8th, here on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to Missoula. Ballers are down by a dozen. It is 15-3 Missoula, as the new right-hander for Missoula is Grant Garza. He faces Isai Santos and throws a first pitch strike. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball misses in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Timmons with a scoreless 7th on 1 hit, a strikeout, and no walks. The pitch, Santos takes high and in. 2 balls and a strike. Santos, Allgaier, and Blythe here in the 8th. Here's the 2-1. And Santos fouls it back into the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Isai's 0 for 3. He's struck out 3 times. Garza's 2-2. And Santos fouls it back behind the plate. 2-2. His 7-game hit streak is in danger here. This very well could be his last at-bat of the game. Two balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 coming. It's grounded hard to second. It is fielded by Bermudez, and he throws out Santos at first for the first down. Jake Allgaier, the hitter. Allgaier is 0 for 3. First pitch is a breaking ball outside for ball 1. One ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is in, 2-0. Well, for those that are tuning in through our YouTube channel, we again apologize for the technical difficulties as we try to get the video feed up and rolling through our home team network, our provider, but technical issues prevented us from doing so. We appreciate your patience and we hope to get those resolved for our next Friday game, and it will be at home. And I assure you that those issues should be resolved then and there. Here's a swing and a foul off the bat of Allgaier, 2-2. Well, anyway, I'm interested. What is everybody up to on this weekend? Hopefully the heat wave is passed through the Bay Area. Let me know what activities that you have for the upcoming weekend. We will be in Missoula for 2 more days to wrap up this 12-game road trip. 2-2 pitch. Allgaier takes low and outside. It's a full count. I don't know. It feels like we've been on the road for quite some time. The 3-2 pitch coming. Allgaier smacks one deep to left. Dean is at the warning track and just shy of the warning track. He makes the catch for the second out. The weather has been kinder here in Missoula. The wind has died down a little bit as the game has progressed today. Blythe takes the ball inside, 1-0. So we're hoping that the weather stays warm and we'll have a chance to explore the city a little bit more before tomorrow night's game. 1-0. Blythe takes a fastball high, 2-0. Maybe I'll try to get one more hike in, or at least a couple more good meals before we depart Monday morning. 2-0 from Garza. Blythe hits a fly ball, shallow right, near the foul line. Apodaca still running, and he makes a backhanded catch to retire the side. Ballers go down in order in the 8th. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's 15-3 Paddleheads here on Ballers Radio. Home half of the 8th, Paddleheads ahead by a dozen. It's 15-3. Missoula on this Friday. Damian Stone, the first batter, and Mike Kazuski hits a high fly ball down the right field line. Isai Santos travels into the corner and makes the catch for the first outs. Well, unfortunately, this is a number that the Ballers would not like to have for whenever they travel next to Modesto, or I guess really in general. But this is the third time on this road trip that they've had to use a position player on the mound late in the game to just get through the game. Here's Feliciano. Stone lobs a pitch low for ball one. So Noah Blythe pitched the first 2 times in relief. Now it's Stone who lobs the ball in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. No official pitching stats recorded for Stone during his college career. 2-0 is lobbed low. 3 balls, no strikes. What makes today feel maybe even a little more deflating than the last couple. 3-0. There's a strike. Stone found the zone. At the bottom of the strike zone, 3-1. What makes this a little bit more deflating is because this was a 3-2 game at the end of 5. And there's ball 4 high to Feliciano. 1 out walk. Aiden Rissy, the starter, pitched well through the first 5. He pitched 5 innings, allowed 2 runs on 3 hits. But the bottom of the 6th just went haywire. 9 runs for the Paddleheads. First pitch to Pjakovic is in the dirt. Stone is just trying to be a little too cute, I think. He just has to lob it in there and just let Missoula do its thing. Here's the 1-0. He lobs it, and there's a strike. 1-1. Missoula sent 13 men to the plate in the 6th and scored 9 runs on only 4 hits. The 2-1 is fouled off the umpire, Matt Beaver, 2-2. 9 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. Walks, hit batters, wild pitches. The common theme in this road trip. Here's a line drive into right. Santos moves to his right to make the catch. 2 outs for Bermudez. And then in the bottom of the 7th, Missoula scored 4 runs on 2 hits. 4 walks in the frame. 3-run bases clearing double from Enzo Apodaca. Wide in the lead. Here is Bermudez, who takes a strike. It's 0-1. 15-3 Paddleheads. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. A 1 pitch is chopped back to the pitcher Stone on the first base side of the mound, and the underhands to first to end the inning. He's got a smile on his face. He's got a 0 ERA in his first professional outing. 9th inning coming up. Paddleheads lead 15-3 here on Ballers Radio. Damian Stone leads off in the ninth. He's going to hit in Jaden Kalora's spot with the Ballers down by 12. First pitch from Matthew Tobinsey. The new lefty for Missoula is a fastball outside for strike one. 15-3 Paddleheads.
Are you gonna wear your shirt tomorrow?
Grant Garza pitched a scoreless eighth in 1-2-3 fashion. And now it's Tobinsey looking for the final 3 outs to secure the win for Missoula. 0-1. Stone takes outside. 1 ball and 1 strike here on Damian, who just pitched an inning and a third of scoreless relief for the Ballers. The outfielder, 1-1 is low and away. 2 balls and a strike. Ballers will be back in action tomorrow night. The final night game of this week, 6:35 p.m. local start. 2-1, swing and a miss on the fastball. And the count now 2-2. So we'll have first pitch at 5:35 Pacific, 5:20 pregame show right here on our Ballers YouTube channel and on the Home Team Network. 2-2. Fastball on the lower outside corner, called strike 3. 1 out for Buford. Ballers scored all 3 of their runs in the 4th, but that's it. First pitch to Cam. Fastball is a strike at the knees, 0-1. 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error for Oakland in this one. 15 runs, 9 hits, 0 errors for Missoula, 0-1. There's a strike, a fastball in the lower inside corner. It's 0-2. Tobinsey, 26 years of age, from North Greenville University. Southpaw throws, and Buford fouls it back into the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. 6'4", 240 pounds. He appears for a 5th time this season. He's been one of their best relievers this season. Just a 1.80 ERA in 5 innings. 0-2 pitch is in tight with a slider. 1-2 on Buford. 1 for 3 today with the single in the 4th. 1-2 pitch. Buford fouls the ball into the glove of Feliciano for strike 3. 2 outs. Ballers down to their final out for Leahy. All right, there's a beautiful sunset down the third base side. Shades of purple and blue and some orange down the third base side, although it is a little bit blocked by the concession stand. Leahy takes the ball up and in, ball 1. As it is dusk here in Missoula. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Leahy takes a breaking ball down the middle for a strike, 1-1. Missoula 15, Oakland 3, 2 outs, bases empty here in the top of the 9th. Leahy with an RBI double in the 4th. Tobinsey looking for the final out of this ball game. Southpaw throws a 1-1, and Leahy swings and misses at a fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Paddleheads 1 out away from tying the series at 2 games apiece. Tobinsey is set. And the left-hander throws. Fastball, got him on the inside corner, strike three. Leahy is not pleased. That pitch was well off the inside. And Missoula, with 2 big innings, they even up the series at 2 games with a 15-3 victory over Oakland. 9 of the 15 runs were scored in the 6th. Just another meltdown on this road trip. Second time Oakland has given up 9 runs in an inning. And Missoula took advantage for its second win this week. Once again, the final score, Missoula 15, Oakland 3. The Ballers postgame show is coming up right after this here on Ballers Radio. Game 4 of this 6-game series belongs to the Missoula Paddleheads as they rout the Ballers 15-3 on this Friday night from Missoula. My name's Gareth Kwok. Welcome into the Ballers postgame show as Oakland falls to 9-13 on the regular season. Now 3-7 on this road trip. Missoula improves to 13-9. And they're now 3-4 at home. Well, the first 5 innings went well for Oakland. This was a well-pitched game through the first half. Aiden Rissy, the starting right-hander, pitched 5 innings, allowed just 2 runs in the first on a RBI single to Nick Klemp and an RBI double to Tyler Stone. But then he really settled in. He had retired at one point 9 of the last 10 batters to get through 5 strong. And the Oakland offense scored 3 runs in the 4th to take a 3-2 lead. Jaron Jackson, the lefty, was sharp himself, really just one hiccup, and that was in the 4th. A 1-out single from Blythe, an RBI single from Calora, a single from Buford, and then an RBI double from Leahy down the right field line, tied the score at 2 in the 4th inning before a sacrifice fly from Nick Poss put Oakland ahead 3-2 at the end of 4. And again, Rissy with his 5 strong. This was a 1-run Oakland lead through 5, and you're thinking, okay, maybe this is going to be a pitcher's duel. The wind howling in for more than half of the game at 25 to 30 mile an hour wind gusts. Every fly ball that was hit in the air got knocked down. So maybe you're thinking, okay, the Ballers, if they're going to have to do this with their pitching today, given how the weather has been for today. But unfortunately, in the 6th and 7th is where things just went completely south. Rissy got the leadoff man Apodaca to fly out to left, but back-to-back walks, a single to Dean, and a bases-loaded walk to Kazuski. Replaced him, knocked him out of the game. His final line, 5 in the third innings, 4 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 7 walks, and 2 strikeouts for Rissy. Campbell Spradling, the lefty, came in, 5 batters, and did not record an out. Feliciano singled to bring home a run. Pjankovic drew a walk with the bases loaded to bring home a run. And then a 2-run single from Bermudez. And then a hit by pitch to Klemp and an RBI single to Apodaca knocked Spradling out of the game. Jake Turk, the next man on the mound for Oakland, he hit a batter, walked a guy before eventually a double play ball ended the inning, but the damage was done. 9 runs for Missoula in the 6th on just 4 hits, 1 error, and they sent 13 men to the plate in that 6th inning. In the 7th, Missoula put more salt in the wound. 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th against Turk, who struggled with command. The walk to Kazuski, a 1-out walk to Pjankovic, and then a 2-out walk to Klemp led to a 3-run bases clearing double for Enzo Apodaca as part of a 4 RBI game for the right fielder. RBI single from Xavier Casarilla then prompted Aaron Miles to use another position player for the 3rd time on this road trip, and Damian Stone would finish things out with an inning and a 3rd of scoreless relief. Jaron Jackson, though, was great just besides that 4th inning. 6 innings, 3 runs allowed, 6 hits, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. The off-speed pitches were sharp, got plenty of swing and miss. He gets the win for Missoula today, and the losing pitcher goes to Aiden Rissy. Rissy drops to, well, first for Jackson. That's his first win of the season. And for Rissy, that is his 2nd loss. He's now 1-2. Jackson the winner, Rissy the loser, in a game that lasted 2 hours and 53 minutes here from Allegiance Field at Oakland Park. Coming up next, Pioneer League scores, Major League Baseball scores, and we look ahead to tomorrow night's matchup, Game 5 of the series. Missoula defeats Oakland 15-3. We'll be right back here on the Ballers postgame show. It is closing time here in Missoula. The Paddleheads winners over the Ballers today, 15-3. And the series now tied 2 games apiece. As we wrap things up here on the Ballers postgame show, we take a look one last time at some scores around the Pioneer League. The Billings Mustangs with a 10-5 victory over the Glacier Range Riders. The Mustangs are now 17-4 on the regular season and tied for first with the Long Beach Coast. Ogden holds off Great Falls, a 10-9 victory over the Voyagers for the Raptors, thanks to a 2-run 8th. Boise leads 12-8 against Idaho Falls in the bottom of the 8th. Red Pocket leads 6-5 in the bottom of the 6th against Yuba Souther. And last but not least, Long Beach leads 2-0 on Modesto in the top of the 7th. If the Coast hang on for the win, they will be back in front of Billings for the league lead, just a half-game lead, and they would be 18-4 on the regular season. Major League Baseball scores on this Friday night. The A's now lead 2-0 on the Rockies in the top of the 6th. Shea Langoliers with his 18th home run of the season, and Gage Jump has thrown 5 scoreless innings with 6 strikeouts for the rookie. Giants are trailing 5-0 against the Cubs as they go to the bottom of the 5th. Orioles defeated the Padres 7-3. The Angels are leading the Rays 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th. Marlins defeated the Pirates 8-3. Mariners took down the Nationals 10-2. Guardians a 1-run victory over the Tigers 3-2. Red Sox blew out the Rangers 10-1. Mets hold off the Braves 7-5. D-backs win against the Reds 5-2 thanks to a 3-run ninth. Blue Jays defeat the Yankees 8-5. Brewers shut out the Phillies 6-0 behind a complete game, 15 strikeout performance from Jacob Mizorowski. White Sox beat the Dodgers 8-2. Twins hit Brooks Lee hits a go-ahead homer in the 8th, and the Twins defeat the Cardinals 9-8. Astros defeat the Royals 10-8. Those are your scores around Major League Baseball today. All right, let's look ahead to tomorrow night's matchup. The Ballers will look to answer against Missoula. First pitch at 5:35 Pacific. We'll have the Ballers pregame show at 5:20. And the right-hander Charlie Hurley is scheduled to go for Oakland. He'll be activated off the injured list, and he'll face the right-hander Ryan Wentz for Missoula. Hurley versus Wentz tomorrow night. Again, a 5:35 Pacific first pitch. We'll have the Ballers pregame show at 5:20 right here on our YouTube channel and on the Home Team Network. Thanks for tuning in. For Tyler Peterson, I'm Gareth Kwok saying so long from Missoula. Again, the final, the Paddleheads defeat the Ballers 15-3 to even the series at 2 games apiece. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and we'll talk to you all tomorrow. But until then, so long, everybody.